here's what nobody tells you up front. The spot where you inject your GLP-1 could be the secret weapon or the silent saboteur in your weight loss journey. A lot of people mess up their GLP-1 injections, not because they're careless, but because no one showed them the proper way.
Many of my patients say that injecting into the thigh can actually reduce some of the gastrointestinal side effects. But importantly, never inject it into a joint, muscle, or vein.
I did the upper outer thigh, and let me tell you, I have been nauseous and more constipated this week than I have been since I started the medication.
My first 2 weeks, I did it in my upper thigh. After that, 2 weeks later, I did it in my belly, and I got really, really sick.
It's not just about sticking a needle into your skin, it's about doing it the right way so the medication actually works. Side effects stay low and your skin doesn't get irritated over time. Today we've got a step-by-step breakdown on injection sites for maximum weight loss with GIP or GLP-1 medications. So let's get started. Step 1. Gather everything you need. Before anything goes near your skin, you need a few things ready. A GIP or GLP-1 medication in the form of a pen or a syringe, an alcohol swab, and a container for used needles. That's it. No fancy tools, no extras, just the basics done right.
So usually you'll start with the 0.25 or 0.5 milligram pen. So you'll open up your box, and inside there are inserts with lots of information on how to use your pen and how to dose it.
Step 2. Clean the spot. Hygiene isn't optional, it's the first line of defense. Wash your hands with soap and water. Then grab the alcohol swab and clean the spot where the injection will go. Let it dry on its own. Rubbing it dry can cause irritation. Step 3. Prep the pen or syringe. Check the medication. No weird clumps, no discoloration. If it looks cloudy or off, don't use it. If you're using a pen, twist on a new needle every time. Dull needles cause pain and bruises. Step 4. Time to inject. Find a fatty area, belly, thigh, or upper arm. Gently pinch the skin to lift the fat layer. Stick the needle in at a 90-degree angle. Push the plunger down slowly, no rushing. Keep the needle in place for about 10 seconds so everything gets absorbed and the medication is fully injected. Step 5. After the shot. Remove the needle and toss it straight into the sharps container. Don't massage the area, it won't help. Just increases the chance of irritation. Why? Rotation matters. Doing all your shots in the same spot can backfire. People who keep using the same area often notice their skin gets thick, hard, or even lumpy. That's called 𝗪𝗙𝗥𝗪𝗡. It looks weird, feels weird, and worst of all, slows down how the medication absorbs. The solution? Rotation. Break your injection zones into sections. If you're using your belly, switch from left to right. Log the spot each time. Rotate, repeat. It keeps the skin healthy and the medication working properly. How to make the injection less painful? Most people say the injections are easy, but for those who feel a little sting, a few simple tweaks make a big difference. Let the medicine warm up. Cold GLP-1 burns. Keep it out for 20 to 30 minutes before injecting. Relax your body. Tense muscles make everything worse. Breathe. Chill. Always use a new needle. Old ones are dull and painful. Push slow. Fast plunges hurt. Slow equals smooth. So what are your options for injecting? There are 3 FDA-approved sites. The belly area, anywhere around your belly button but not too close. The upper thigh, front side, where the flesh is soft. The upper arm, closer to the triceps, not the shoulder. Sounds simple enough, right? But each site behaves a little differently once the medication goes in. To figure out what actually happens in real humans, not just in theory, a clinical study tried to settle the score. Here's what went down in that study. Eli Lilly ran a trial with 54 participants. Not exactly a crowd, but enough to get some early clues. Everyone got the same 5 milligram dose of the medication. No changes in quantity, just changes in where it was injected. They split people into 3 groups. Each group rotated through the 3 injection spots, abdomen, thigh, and arm, across 3 phases of the study. After each injection, there was a 35-day break before the next one. That gave the medication time to fully leave the system. No leftovers from the last shot messing with the results. They weren't just measuring how people felt, they tracked the med's concentration in the blood over time, measured max concentration, and logged side effects like nausea or loss of appetite. The key metric they looked at was how much of the drug actually made it into the bloodstream over time. Here's what they found. Abdomen, 24% absorption. Thigh, 22% absorption. Upper arm, 21% absorption. In simple terms, belly shots win. Barely. About 3% more of the medication made it into the bloodstream when injected into abdominal fat versus the arm. That's not a huge gap, but it's something. They also looked at peak concentration, how much of the drug was in the blood at its highest point. Abdomen, 25%. Upper arm, 23%. Thigh, 21%. Once again, the belly came out on top. So, what does this mean? The belly might give you faster and slightly stronger absorption. More medication in your blood equals more appetite suppression, at least in theory. But here's where it gets messy. The belly might give you more appetite control, but it also came with the most nausea and vomiting. They also measured how many people reported a noticeable drop in appetite. Abdomen, 24%. Upper arm, 13%. Thigh, 5%. That's a big gap. People who injected into their belly were way more likely to feel full faster, eat less, and lose weight. But they also paid the price. Nausea, vomiting, constipation. These were more common with abdominal injections. Less side effects? That's where the thigh and arm come in. People who injected into their thigh reported almost no side effects, but they also didn't feel as full or lose as much weight. This is where things get personal. They started with abdominal injections. The appetite suppression was instant and strong. Food noise vanished. Hunger was manageable. Weight dropped quickly. But there was a catch. Side effects hit hard. Constipation became a constant battle. Fatigue would creep in, especially after dose changes. Then they tried switching it up. Reddit forums were full of people claiming rotating injection sites made a huge difference. So, a thigh injection it was. The results? Honestly, a disaster.
Day 7. This is the evening before injection day. I'm thinking about skipping this dose or microdosing this week.
Appetite suppression vanished. It was like the medication wasn't even working. There was no nausea, no constipation, no anything, just hunger, all week long. They counted the days until they could go back to their usual belly shot. Once they did, the appetite control came back, along with the side effects. It wasn't ideal, but they preferred feeling full with some side effects over feeling starving with none. Later, they started dosing every 5 days instead of 7, staying on a low dose of 1.25 milligrams, but using timing to keep the drug effective. That worked best for them. Constipation was manageable, appetite was under control, the sweet spot finally found. So, what's the verdict? If you want maximum appetite suppression and stronger weight loss results, start with abdominal injections. That's where the drug seems to absorb quickest. That's where blood levels hit their peak. That's where the majority of people report the strongest hunger control. But that's also where the side effects live. Nausea, vomiting, and constipation are more likely if you go the belly route. If side effects are crushing you, try switching to the thigh or upper arm. You might lose a little appetite suppression, but you could also stop feeling sick all the time. That trade-off is worth it for some people. Do you need to rotate injection sites every time? Not really. A lot of people worry about injecting in the same spot too often. They think the fat tissue will get desensitized or the drug won't work as well. That's not true. The skin and fat are just vehicles. Their job is to deliver the drug. That's it. As long as you're not hitting the exact same square inch over and over and causing irritation, you're fine. There's no proof that rotating injection sites improves weight loss. No magic happens when you switch from thigh to belly to arm. If rotating helps with side effects, great. But once you find a spot that works for you, stick with it. So here's the no-nonsense breakdown. Want max appetite suppression? Belly shot. Can't handle the side effects? Try the thigh or arm. Feel like the dose isn't working? Consider changing the frequency before bumping the dose. Side effects fading over time? That's normal. Your body might be adapting. Is rotating necessary? Only if you're getting side effects or skin irritation. The truth is, the best injection site is the one that gives you the results you want without wrecking your quality of life. Some people want max suppression no matter the cost. Others want to avoid any side effects even if weight loss is slower. This isn't guesswork anymore. The science backs it. The stories confirm it. Small tweaks like injection site could be the difference between hitting your goals or stalling for weeks. So get strategic, pick your spot, and let the meds do their thing. And that's all for today. If you enjoyed it, please give this video a thumbs up. For more interesting content like this, hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell. Want to dig deeper? Check out our website and resources linked in the description. And if you want to know about the shocking transformation stories after taking weight loss injections, don't miss our video here. Let's stay strong, embrace good health, and we'll see you in the next one.